Hello children, my name is Kanak Rupani. I am going to teach you English lesson 3. Oliver learns a new game. Oliver Twist was a little orphan boy who grew up in orphanage in England. Oliver Twist जो है एक orphan boy था जो कि अनाथालय में पला बड़ा था. When he was 9 years old, he was shifted to a workhouse. जब वो 9 साल का था तब उसको एक workhouse में शिफ्ट किया गया था. Workhouse means a public institution in which the poor children of a small district receive food and lodging in return for work. Where he was given the task of picking and weaving oakum. Oakum means loose fiber obtained by untwisting old ropes. The children at the workhouse had to work very hard, but they survived on very little food. जितने बच्चे वर्क हाउस पे काम करते थे उन लोग को खाना बहुत कम दिया जाता था. One day Oliver dared to ask for more gruel at meal time. Gruel means a thin liquid made of oatmeal boiled in milk or water. This was not taken well by the people who ran the workhouse. As a result, he was sent away to work for Mr. Sowerberry, an undertaker. Undertaker means a person who makes arrangements for funerals. One day, Noah, an apprentice, insulted Oliver's mother and they got into a fight. Mrs. Sowerberry took Noah's side and helped him beat Oliver. He cried in his room that night and decided to run away. On his way to London, he met a boy named Arthur Dodger, a pickpocket. He provided Oliver with food and told him of an old gentleman in London who would give him food and shelter and ask for nothing in return. An innocent Oliver followed Dodger to the old gentleman's residence. अब एक दिन ऑलिवर ग्रूअल ज़्यादा मांगता है तो वहाँ के लोगों को अच्छा नहीं लगता है. एज अ रिज़ल्ट उसको फिर मिस्टर सोअरबेरी के अंडर में काम करना पड़ता है और वहाँ भेज दिया जाता है. और एक दिन वहाँ पर नो एक अप्रेंटिस था जो कि ऑलिवर्स की मम्मी को इंसल्ट करता है और वो लोग लड़ाई करने लगते हैं. तब मिस्टर सोअरबेरी नो का बदला लेती है और ऑलिवर को खूब मारते हैं. ही क्राइड इन हिज रूम दैट नाइट. उस रात को वो अपने कमरे में बहुत रोता है और फिर वहाँ से भाग जाता है. फिर जब वो लंदन जाता है तो उसको एक लड़का आर्थर डॉजर नाम से मिलता है. वो ऑलिवर को खाना देता है और उसको एक ओल्ड जेंटलमैन जो कि लंदन में रहता है उसके बारे में बताता है जो कि उसको खाना और शेल्टर दोनों देगा पर उसके बदले में वो कुछ नहीं मांगेगा. फिर इनोसेंट ऑलिवर डॉजर के साथ जाता है ओल्ड जेंटलमैन के घर. Now let's read the story. It was late next morning when Oliver awoke from a sound long sleep. There was no other person in the room but the old man Fagin, who was boiling some coffee in a saucepan for breakfast. Although Oliver had woken himself up, he was not thoroughly awake. He saw the man with his half-closed eyes. When the coffee was done, the man turned around and looked at Oliver and called him by his name. He did not answer and was to all appearances asleep. जब ऑलिवर सुबह उठता है तो देखता है वहाँ पर कोई नहीं था बट द ओल्ड मैन फैगिन जो कि कॉफ़ी बॉयल कर रहा था सॉस पैन में. Oliver had woken himself up, but he was not thoroughly awake. He saw the man with his half-closed eyes. वो उस old man को अपनी आधी खुली आँखों से देखता है. When the coffee was done, the man turned around. जब कॉफ़ी पी लेता है तब वो मैन घूम के ऑलिवर की तरफ देखता है और उसके नाम से उसे पुकारता है. He did not answer and was to all appearances asleep. After satisfying himself that Oliver was asleep, the man stepped gently to the door which he closed firmly. जब उसको लगता है कि ऑलिवर सोया हुआ है तो मैन दरवाजे की तरफ आस्ते से जाता है जिसको वो आस्ते से बंद कर देता है. He then drew from some trap in the floor a small box. फिर एक छोटा सा बॉक्स निकालता है which he placed carefully on the table. उसको टेबल के ऊपर रखता है. His eyes twinkled as he raised the lid and looked in. उसकी आंखें चमकने लगती हैं जब वो उसका ढक्कन खोलता है. Dragging an old chair to the table, he sat down and took from the box a magnificent gold watch sparkling with jewels. फिर वो चेयर पे बैठ जाता है और बॉक्स में से एक मैग्निफिसेंट गोल्ड वॉच निकालता है जिसमें ज्वेल्स जड़े हुए थे. Then he deposited the watch in its place of safety. फिर वॉच को रख देता है. At least half a dozen more were drawn forth from the same box one by one. उसमें से आधा दर्जन वो उसी बॉक्स में से एक एक करके निकालता है. एंड एग्जामिन्ड विथ इक्वल प्रेशर beside rings, bracelets, and other articles of jewelry of such magnificent materials and costly workmanship that Oliver had no idea even of their names. उसी बॉक्स में से वो रिंग्स निकालता है, ब्रेसलेट निकालता है, बहुत सी ज्वेलरी निकाल के देखता है जिसका ओलिवर को कोई आइडिया नहीं था, ना नाम पता था. As the man replaced the items, his bright dark eyes, which had been staring vacantly before him, fell on Oliver's face. The boy's eyes were fixed on his in curiosity. He closed the lid of the box with a loud crash and, laying his hand on a bread knife which was on the table, started furiously up. "What's that?" he said. "What do you watch me for? Why are you awake? What have you seen? Speak out, boy! Quick, quick, for your life!" जैसे ही मैन वो सारी चीज़ें रखता है, उसकी जो आँखें थी वो ओलिवर के फेस की तरफ देखती हैं और घूरती हैं. फिर वो ढक्कन बंद कर देता है बॉक्स का. एंड लेइंग हिज हैंड ऑन अ ब्रेड नाइफ which was on the table, started furiously up. "What's that?" he said. बोलता है, तुम मुझे कब से देख रहे हो और तुम उठे हुए क्यों हो? "What have you seen?" तुमने क्या देखा? "Speak out, boy, quick, for your life!" "I wasn't able to sleep any longer, sir," replied Oliver meekly. "I am very sorry if I have disturbed you, sir." Oliver रिप्लाई करता है, मैं नहीं सो पाया हूँ बहुत देर तक. "I am very sorry I disturbed you. You were not awake an hour ago," said the man angrily. वो गुस्से से कहता है, बता 1 घंटा पहले तो तुम सोए हुए थे. Oliver replied, "No, no." "Are you sure?" cried the man with a still fiercer look before and a threatening attitude. "Upon my word." "I was not, sir," replied Oliver earnestly. "I was not indeed, sir. Did you see any of these pretty things, my dear?" क्या तुमने जो मेरे बॉक्स में चीज़ें थी उनको देखा है? said the man, laying his hand upon the box after a short pause. "Yes, sir," replied Oliver. "Ah," said the man, turning rather pale. They are mine, Oliver, my little property." Oliver said, "Yes, sir." The man turning rather pale, he was telling Oliver that this is my little property, all I have to live upon in my old age. The fox called me a miser. A miser is a person who keeps money but does not like to spend it. Only a miser, that's all. Oliver thought the old gentleman must actually be a miser to live in such a dirty place, but he only cast a deferential look. Deferential means respectful look at the man and asked if he might get up. "Certainly, my dear, certainly," replied the old gentleman. Oliver is asking the old gentleman, now can he get up? Then the old man says, "Wait, there's a large jug of water in the corner by the door. Bring it here and I'll give you a basin to wash in, my dear." Oliver got up, walked across the room and bent for an instant to raise the pitcher. When he turned his head, the box was gone. As soon as Oliver turned, the box was gone. Means the old man hid the box. छुपा दिया वो बॉक्स को. He had scarcely washed himself when the Dodger returned, accompanied by a very sprightly young friend. Sprightly means lively, full of energy, who was now introduced to him as Charlie Bates. The four sat down to breakfast on the coffee and some hot rolls which the Dodger had brought home in the crown of his hat. Now Oliver washed himself and now Dodger returned, and by a very sprightly young friend, उसके साथ चार्ली बेट्स था. चारों लोग ब्रेकफास्ट करने बैठते हैं on the coffee and some hot rolls जो कि डॉजर लेके आया था. "Well," said the man, glancing cunningly at Oliver and addressing himself to the Dodger, "I hope you've been at work this morning, my dears." "Hard," replied the Dodger. "As nails," added Charlie Bates. Good boys," said the man. "What have you got, Dodger?" A couple of pocket books. Pocket